Hi folks, thanks for stopping by. This is your hearing aid heretic, Dan Taylor, down here in the lab in the heart of old historic downtown Melbourne, where I've been dispensing hearing aids to the general public now for over 25 years. In fact, I've been doing this over 35 years, so I didn't just find these tools you see around me. I actually fit folks with hearing aids, and I actually do service what we sell. We repair hearing aids, we fit ear molds, we do it all down here. And for some time I've been trying to prepare my colleagues in this profession for the fact that things were going to be deregulating, that over-the-counter hearing aids were around the corner, and that because of the basic changes in the way we buy things and shop for things that have been brought on by the internet revolution and the general digital revolution that's totally changed the gear we fit and the way we fit it, I've been trying to warn my colleagues about the deregulation and over-the-counter movement for over 5 years now. 5 years, folks. And that's why I've become the heretic, the hearing aid heretic. They just don't want to listen. Now, any of y'all that are familiar, or any biblical scholars amongst you, know that every one of those Old Testament heretics turned into prophets. Well, right here we have the Hearing Journal, this month's issue, the July 2017 issue of the Hearing Journal. Now it says right here on the masthead that they're the most respected publication in the hearing healthcare industry. And what the cover story is about is the reaction to readers about the PCAST report and the NASEM recommendations, which are the very same things that I've been writing about and trying to prepare my colleagues for over 5 years about. Finally, the journal picks up, and there's an old saying, when you're trying to propose an idea that's different from the prevailing view of the way things should be done, that there's a set series of steps, and it goes like this. First, they ignore you. Man, I was ignored, just flat ignored for several years. Then they laugh at you. I've been laughed at, folks, regularly by the very folks that don't want to change anything in the hearing aid delivery system. And yet, the third thing they do, then they start quoting you. Here I am, July, Hearing Journal, 2017, the Hearing Aid Heretic made it to the journal. Now you can't make it to this peer-reviewed publication if you're spinning yarns or if your arguments are not fact and evidence-based. So they finally put up an opinion based on fact that goes against the prevailing opinion. So while we've already been ignored, then laughed at, now they're quoting us, folks. The market's changing. We're the leaders. We are about customer-centered hearing care, not professionally centered hearing care. We don't put the white-coated professional at the center of the decision-making process. We put you, the consumer, at the center of everything we do. We work for you, not the other way around. We don't expect you to comply with our recommendations. We expect you to enjoy our recommendations in the form of live, no-obligation demonstrations of just how great the hearing care gear that we fit today can sound for you. So if you have a hearing problem, don't hesitate. Come on down. We've been practicing under the 4-foot neon ear in the same place now for a quarter of a century. I'm the Hearing Aid Heretic, Dan Taylor, Audioprosthologist and dispenser of hearing healthcare services and goods. Thanking you for stopping by and wishing that each and every one of you an overflowing abundance of hope, health, healing, happiness, peace, prosperity, and love. Thanks for stopping by, and pick up your copy of the Hearing Journal or go online to the Hearing Journal and see what I'm talking about. See what they're quoting. See how now the heresies are finally getting print. The next thing is they'll be adopting the thing I've been talking all the time, which is to put the consumers first, not the professionals. Thanks for stopping by.